Good evening and welcome to our Thursday briefing. My name is Huey Kinchen and I am the Interim Superintendent for Brenham ISD. I want to thank you for attending tonight's briefing. Hopefully some of the many questions that you have will be answered during our briefing. Let me just say that in every decision we are focusing on student and staff health and safety. That is a driving goal that we have as we develop this plan. I want to cover three topics tonight. The first topic I'd like to cover is our reopening plan. I'd like to give you a general overview so that you can be informed as to what school is going to like when it opens. Secondly, I'd like to share with you the letter and survey that's going out to parents. And lastly, I'd like to share the letter and survey that's going out to staff. As of today, we are going to offer two instructional models to our students. The first instructional model will be on campus, face-to-face instruction. Students will actually go to school, attend school, and it will look similar to what it's been in the past, with the exception of you will see new procedures and protocols in place to enhance the health and safety of those buildings. They will be using Google Classroom in the classes. Our second instructional model will be remote learning. Remote learning will be student-led and will also be student-driven. We will have Google Classroom also available to students. We are asking for the remote learning that there is a commitment from students and parents. From students, we're asking them to be engaged and signing on every day. And from parents, we're asking you to be a learning coach to your student. Let me say that with both of those models, we feel confident that students are going to receive the appropriate instruction. Let's go to on-campus face-to-face learning. In an attempt to be proactive, we have created a Covid-19 Response team, which consists of different district administrators and campus administrators. That team will be responsible for responding to any and all COVID-19 issues that we face as a district. The nurse will be the lead person on each campus to be the COVID-19 representative. Every aspect of the school day we have looked at and developed procedures and protocols that will help make sure that our campuses are safe and healthy. We're covering such areas as attendance and enrollment. We're talking about screening protocols when people come to school. We're requiring all staff to do a pre-screening prior to entering schools and all visitors as well. We're going to have hand sanitizers available in classrooms, in large group areas, and other places where we have students congregate. We're going to have cleaning and disinfecting of classrooms throughout the day and deep cleaning every night. We're going to offer face masks to students that don't have those, and face coverings will be required for all staff on campus and all visitors. Also, and this is important, for grades K through 4, we are highly recommending they wear a face covering. And grades 5 through 12, it will be required per the governor's executive order that they must wear some type of face covering. We will have protocols in place for the cleaning of individual classrooms. We will also have transition periods so that when students are changing from class to class, that we have protocols in place to make sure that we're trying to prevent them from congregating and emphasizing social distancing. In our common areas, in our gyms, our auditoriums, the cafeteria, we're also going to have procedures in place to make sure that we are cleaning and disinfecting those areas on a daily basis. For the arrival and departure of students, from the time your student steps on the bus until your student enters the school, and from the time your student leaves your car and enters the school, we have procedures in place. They will be campus specific, but we will have procedures in place to allow your students to enter the building safely using the social distancing method. For breakfasts and lunch, for those students that choose to eat lunch on campus, we have a system in place so that we're going to emphasize that we have clean facilities, that social distancing is in place by providing multiple areas for students to eat. Transportation. I want to take a minute to talk about transportation. TEA has encouraged us to ask parents to transport their children. I recognize Washington County is a very large county, and for some you don't have the option of bringing your children to school. But I'm asking, if you do have the availability, I would encourage you to do so. That will allow us to spread out students on the bus and also to allow for more social distancing. So if at all possible, if you could transport your kids, that would be great. Let's talk about recess. A lot of parents have asked about recess, and yes, we're going to have recess. We'll be outside as much as possible, and all those facilities and playground equipment will be cleaned. That comes with physical education as well. We will have physical education, and we'll also try to go outside as much as possible. Let's talk about extracurricular activities and fine arts. Right now, UIL has not made any statement that we are not having those activities, so we are moving forward in the planning stage. Extracurricular activities, we are highly encouraging students to choose on-campus, face-to-face learning. With the dedicated periods in each day, we feel like the face-to-face instruction is the most productive method for those students involved in those activities. The same holds true for fine arts. Yesterday, our leadership team, which consisted of the district administrators and the principals, met to review our plan and to make sure that we could implement the plan at the campus level. At the end of the day, all administrators were in unison that yes, we can implement this plan effectively. And so I'm confident right now that this plan going forward is a working plan that we can use. Now I'd like to talk about the letter and survey that's going out to parents. Parents, I'm asking you to complete the survey and turn it in at the deadline. Parents, it is critical that we receive your feedback. This will help us in preparing for the opening of school, because the preparation that we make will help determine how we staff school, the number of teachers that are doing remote learning and on-campus learning, and also as far as our facilities and what we need in order to ensure that we have a safe, healthy environment. So please, parents, I'm asking you, complete the surveys and turn them in. We need them. Now, the letter and survey to staff. Staff, it's crucial that we get feedback from you regarding your concerns and how you feel about returning to work. So if you would, complete your survey, turn it in, and that will also help us prepare to receive students in the fall. We're a little over a month away, and as you know, a month ago, things were much different than they are now. So as of today, this is our plan, but subject to change. I want to now talk with you about Cub Nation, and for us to be Cub Nation strong. I firmly believe that to be a Cub, we need to be committed. And as a district, and I can speak with confidence for the school board, we are 100% committed to make sure that we've done everything possible to ensure that students and staff will come here in a safe, healthy environment. We are united. We're united in our efforts to provide these services. I am confident that us being united is the very best way to ensure that we have a safe and secure school environment. And lastly, we need to be bold. We need to be bold in our instruction. We need to be bold in our communication to our school family. We need to be bold in utilizing technology to its fullest. And we need to be bold in thinking out of the box and doing whatever we can to make sure that we're offering the very best educational opportunity for our students. Because when you combine those three components, committed, united, bold, That's what makes us Cub strong. I want to thank you for attending tonight's briefing. Hopefully we've answered some of your questions. We will look forward to talking with you again next week, and have a great night. Thank you, and God bless.